Hi guys, if it's Tuesday, it's Down and Dirty Woodscraft. Stay with me. Okay guys, today we're going to talk about a piece of kit you may already have and a way it can be multi-use. And it's one of those things that it kind of hit me the other day when I was thinking about what I was going to do for a Down and Dirty, of something that I do with a piece of gear that I carry, and I'd never mentioned it, and it just kind of one of those duh moments. So what are we talking about? I've demonstrated several times now of how I take 550 paracord and I make a sling strap for putting up my hammock quickly on a tree. And as you recall, it's just simply a piece of 550 paracord that I've took like a 20-foot length of it, and I've doubled it in half, and then tied knots on it every so many inches around to guarantee that I will get, a certain point. And it makes it where I go around the tree and go back through it. But I use that not just for hammock straps. It is a very, very useful piece of kit in many different ways. And what I'd like to share with you today is some of the ideas that I use that for as well. Now, the most obvious is it's emergency cord. It will be a bugger to take the knots out, but it can serve that way. All it is the cord has overhand knots put through it like that. Simple, overhand, pull it through knots. And they're spaced out about that far. I just roll it around my finger and then stick it back through the hole. That's it. Well, what this does is it creates a space like that. It creates a space like that so that as I'm going down the tree, going around the tree to hang my hammock, I got a place to hook to. But moreover, what it does is it creates a series of loops. And with this series of loops, I've got multiple use potential. Because when this is put under load, these pull tight together by themselves. So what would happen if I took 2 strips of these set up this way and took a really good stout limb, put them on either side of it, and then every so often put a limb across and double looped it? I'd have a ladder that I could pull up and climb up something. What if I took it and I needed to pull somebody up that has fallen down into a ravine and they're not that good with knots? I can take this, hook the safety line to the other end of it, and I can take it and throw it down to them and tell them to go around their waist, go under their butt, to sit in it, and then to simply pull it through the loops. That way when I pull the rope, it's like a cinch purse. See, it cinches up around their hips. They ain't falling out. Their body weight is what's locking it in. I can pull them up with them holding on or crawling up the bank. That's one of the uses. Let me show you another use right quick. Okay, now if you take your hammock strap and put it between 2 fairly young trees and pull them together, and then you release it so it pulls back, and all you got to do is take the double line, go around the tree, go through it, step and put a toggle, and it'll pull tight, so no knots are required. Then, since it's going to be under tension, those spaces are going to want to pull tight. When it does that, all you got to do is you got a perfect clothesline. Come up, take like a sleeve, pull it apart, stick the sleeve in through, let go, come to the other end, Take your fingers, spread two of them apart, stick the sleeve through, let go. Perfect clothesline, because it will grip whatever is pushed between it. As long as it's got tension, it'll grip all by itself. And the two trees wanting to pull apart keeps the tension. So now I can hang up and dry my clothes and stuff like that. And it's just a hammock strap. No special gear to carry. All you have to do is take it, go up to any tree, bring it around, bring it through whatever corresponding loop there is, pull, it's on there. That's it. No need for any knots or anything. Now I go to the other tree and I'll pull it around. And on that tree, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of looping it through, I'm going to take it and I'm going to come up and I'm going to go through it, stick a little toggle through it and pull it tight. And it's locked on that end. Now I've got a quick pull, no knots. But now I have a setup line with a series of loops for hanging up my gear, things like that. I can hang up packs, I can hang up clothes, I can hang up, you know, haversacks, gear, whatever. And it fits to whatever I need. I can hang up my cooking pots. Could you just slide them through? If it's got anything that can grip, it's going to hold it. And it's not going to drop it, because the more weight on it, the more it pulls. And all it is a hammock strap. So in conclusion, it ain't just a hammock strap. It's I'm going to carry firewood back to camp. I need to hook extra gear to my backpack. My big bulky jacket, I can go around and hook through and hook it to whatever. I need to secure this line to this tree real quick. I need to hang up my pots and pans. I need to secure some step or something right here, because I've got to climb up it. Two of these side by side becomes a ladder with proper put in, notched, you know, like take like a 2-inch diameter, put a notch in each end, like a 7-notch, so when it sits in the bottom of it, it locks in place. Now you've got a ladder to climb up. It's a multi-use piece of gear. And 2 of these ride in the bottom of every hammock I've got. And an extra one, about 6-8 feet long, rides with my cordage. Just for, like I showed you, I want to carry firewood. It becomes the multitasker, the disposable. And quite often it's, when I make these up, it will be my hammock strap for about a year. And then I retire it and make new hammock straps. So these are my old hammock straps that have already served their purpose and are now being used for that. Now what happens when one of these gets soaked with something, oh I don't know, like the oil that comes out of fat wood? It becomes a fire starter. All I got to do is soak the outer covering in it. You know that one you had around that pine tree and it got so soaked with pine rosin? It's a fire starter now. It burns really well. I can bundle stuff up, tie stuff up, use it for trap making, whatever. It's a multi-use thing, all set up to go, and such a simple configuration. And there is no limit to what all you can come up with that this simple tied loop strap can do. There is no limit. I'm sure you've already thought of 3 or 4 things I haven't. So, till next time, guys, I'm Blackie for Shaman's Forge Woodscraft, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.